So, you're ready to start an LLC in Illinois but don't know where to begin. I'm here to walk you through the entire process, covering the essential steps and other important information you need to know to set up your Illinois LLC. And guess what? It could be done in just a few minutes. Plus, I'll share some helpful tips to help you avoid common mistakes and unnecessary fees. By the end of this video, you'll see how simple it can be. Starting an LLC in Illinois is a smart move. It protects your personal stuff like your house and car from business problems. And that's pretty neat, right? Now, the whole process is just 5 main easy steps. I'll break it down for you guys, and trust me, it's not as complicated as you might think. And later in the video, I'll tell you about a service that can make this even easier. But first, let's talk about the most important part of your LLC, the name. Getting this right is super important, so let's dive right in. Naming your LLC, the first step to success. Alright, let's talk about naming your Illinois LLC. This might seem simple, but trust me, it's crucial to get it right. The state has some specific rules you need to follow, and I'm going to break them down for you. First things first, your LLC name needs to include either limited liability company or LLC at the end. It's non-negotiable. If you don't include one of these, your application will get rejected, and nobody wants that, right? Now, here's where it gets a bit tricky. Your name has to be unique. You can't just pick any name you want. It needs to be different from all other businesses registered in Illinois. This is where a lot of people get stuck. You might have the perfect name in mind, only to find out it's already taken. But don't worry, I'll show you how to check in just a minute. Oh, and heads up, there are some words you can't use in your LLC name. Things like corporation, Inc., or LP are off limits unless you're actually licensed to operate as those types of entities. The state is pretty strict about this stuff. So how do you make sure your dream name is available? Well, it's actually pretty easy. The Illinois Department of Business Services has a website where you can search for existing business names. Just type in the name you want and it'll tell you if it's taken or not. Super simple, right? Now, let me give you some tips for choosing a great name. You want something that's easy to spell and pronounce. Think about it. If people can't say or spell your business name, how are they going to find you? Also, try to pick something that gives people an idea of what your business does. It'll make marketing a whole lot easier down the road. And here's a pro tip. Even if you're not planning on having a website right away, check if the domain name for your business is available. It's always good to have that option for the future. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking, but what if I can't decide on a name right now? No worries. Illinois lets you reserve a name for up to 90 days. Just file a form and pay $25, and you've got some time to think it over. Remember, your LLC name is going to be with you for a long time. It's going to be on all your official documents, your marketing materials, maybe even on a big sign above your store. So take your time, do your research, and choose something you're really happy with. Your LLC's legal guardian, choosing a registered agent. Alright, now that we've got your LLC name sorted out, let's talk about something equally important, your registered agent. Now, you might be wondering, what's a registered agent and why do I need one? Well, I'm about to show you why this is crucial for your Illinois LLC. Now, think of a registered agent as your LLC's official point of contact with the state. They're like your business's personal mailbox for all the important legal stuff. Every LLC in Illinois needs one. It's not optional. This person or company receives official documents, tax forms, and legal notices on behalf of your business. That's important, right? Now, here's what Illinois requires for a registered agent. They must have a physical address in the state, not just a PO box. They also need to be available during normal business hours to accept documents. Sounds simple enough, but there is more to consider. Now, you might be thinking, can't I just be my own registered agent? And the answer is yes, you can. But here's where it gets interesting. If you're your own agent, your personal address becomes public record. Anyone can look it up. Not great if you value your privacy, right? Plus, think about it. Do you really want to be tied to your business address during all business hours? What if you're on vacation or out for lunch when an important document arrives? Missing something crucial could lead to big problems for your LLC. And this is where hiring a commercial registered agent service comes in. These guys are professionals at handling this stuff. They'll make sure you never miss an important document, and they keep all your personal information private. It typically costs around $10 a month, which is pretty reasonable for the peace of mind it gives you. But here's something even better. Some companies offer the first year of registered agent service for free when you form your LLC with them. And that's a pretty sweet deal, right? And don't worry, I'll tell you more about that later. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this really that important? Well, let me put it this way. If you don't have a registered agent, or if your agent isn't doing their job properly, you run the risk of your LLC being dissolved by the state. That means losing all the benefits and protections you worked so hard to set up. Not worth the risk if you ask me. So whether you choose to be your own registered agent or hire a service, make sure you take this step seriously. It's a key part of keeping your LLC in good standing with the state. Making it official, filing, and beyond. All right, now that we've got our name and registered agent sorted, it's time to make your LLC official. This is where things get real, so pay attention. First up, we need to file the Articles of Organization. This is Form LLC 5.5 in Illinois, and it's basically your LLC's birth certificate. You'll need to provide some key information like your LLC's name, your registered agent's details, and the names of your LLC's managers. Oh, and heads up, there is a $150 filing fee to file this form. I know it's not cheap, but trust me, it's worth it for the protection an LLC gives you. Now, you've got two options for filing, online or by mail. Online is usually faster. It takes about 10 days to process. And if you're old school and prefer snail mail, just remember it'll take a bit longer. And here's a pro tip. If you're mailing it in, you'll need to send 2 copies of the form, and you can't pay with a personal check. They only accept certified checks or money orders. Now, once you filed, you might think you're done, but there is one more super important document you should create: an operating agreement. Now, Illinois doesn't legally require this, but trust me, you want one. It's like a rule book for your LLC. It outlines how your business will run, who makes the decisions, and how profits are shared. This is especially crucial if you've got partners. Without an operating agreement, you're basically asking for trouble down the road. Okay, next up is getting an EIN. That stands for Employer Identification Number, and it's like a social security number, but for your business. You'll need this for taxes and to open a business bank account. The good news? Well, you can get one for free on the IRS website. It only takes a few minutes and you're ready to roll. Now, here's where a lot of new LLC owners mess up. Once your LLC is formed, you can't just forget about it. You need to keep your business finances separate from your personal ones. That means getting a business bank account and credit card. Trust me, mixing personal and business money is a recipe for disaster. And don't forget about your annual report. In Illinois, you need to file this every year before your LLC anniversary month. It costs $75, and if you're late, you'll get hit with penalties. Set a reminder on your phone right now. Now, I know all this sounds like a lot, but here's the thing. Getting these steps right from the start can save you a ton of headaches later. And remember that secret weapon I mentioned earlier? Well, there are services out there that can handle a lot of this stuff for you. They'll file your paperwork, provide a registered agent, and even help you stay compliant with all these rules. It's like having personal assistant for your LLC. All right, so we've covered these steps in forming your Illinois LLC and the vital facts you need to know. Now, I promised to tell you about a service that can make all of this easier. I've partnered with Northwest Registered Agents, and they're offering an exclusive deal for my viewers by using my link in the description of this video. For just $39, they'll handle your LLC formation, provide a year of registered agent service, and help you stay compliant. It's a great deal and it'll save you a ton of time and stress. Use my link in the description of this video, and thank you so much for watching this video.